I look I look rough, y'all. I haven't really been feeling all that great today. Stress. Stress can be really bad. But I just was wanted to just get some stuff off that, I be noticing. I just don't really say anything. First of all, sometimes I run across people who talk about spirit on social media. Now, they always be like, oh, free reading to get people's attention. You know what I'm saying? But whenever I come to them and I start speaking about spirit, they won't speak to me. They always say, oh, you could pay for a reading. Why would I pay for a reading when if I stare at you or I look at you long enough, I'll get my own, um, I don't know what to call it. Shut up. Shut up. You pooped on the floor. You not coming out. No, lay down. Which if if I focus long enough, I could get my own feel of what they about. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really feed into it too much. I don't know. I just don't like tampering with it. But, sometimes I be wanting to talk with, what they say, great minds think alike. So if you're into spirit and I'm into spirit, why couldn't we share something together? You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we could put a puzzle together. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes me question some of these people, because if you really about spirit, like, why are you out trying to get money for it? Not once, when the certain loved ones came across me, have I ever tried to get any money off anybody. Micah! Micah! Here.
Oh. Okay. Hi, Dada.
I never tried to get anything off anybody. It's always been, just me telling you for a peace of mind, or I'm saying something. If I can give you a clue to what you're struggling with, why would I want to charge you money? I just can't see charging people money. And I have had people be like, oh, well, you should try to seek money. No, that's why I don't get into it, because I don't want to I don't want to do that for money. I don't even want to get into it. Really, you dealing with people that have passed on. So why would I want to I don't want to tamper with that. I'm okay with just, one or two people coming at me. Shut up and go lay down. I'm okay with one or two people one to know, or not knowing. I'm okay with that. So let's see what else. I think I told y'all guys I went to the doctor, and just anybody who watches this, just know this is not a good time to be in any doctor's care. This is not a good time to be in any doctor's care. I don't know right now if it's because doctors are desensitized because of COVID. I'm really, really, really disturbed. And it's been bothering me for a few days. And I think I told y'all on my last video about how doctors know my mental history. They know my mental history. It's not a secret. You look it up. You can see how many times I've been locked up. You can see it. But the thing about me being locked up is I actually learned something out of that. I'm going to put you outside. I actually learned something. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot of stuff from different people. And I also learned about the system, you know what I'm saying, and how doctors can keep you tied up in that system, in that psychic. Hold on, let me let her outside. Go outside. Go outside. You get on my nerves. Go outside. Go. Come on, go. See them for doing all this money. Go. Go. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm gonna talk about these doctors. These doctors, y'all, they know how to manipulate the system. And what we don't understand is we don't know our rights when it comes to the psychology issues or mental issues. And doctors, you know, a lot of people think, oh, you know, when these doctors get to you, a lot of people don't know you lose your rights. People be like, oh, you can do this, you can do that. No. When you start fucking with these doctors under mental issues, you can lose your rights real quick. That's why you got to be very careful what you say. You got to be very careful what you agree upon. Just like the time where I told y'all I tried to go to the doctor and the doctors was doing me so dirty and I almost had like a mental breakdown. Well, when they took me to the psychiatric part of the hospital, you know, they was already ready for me. They had a sitter. They had a thing for me to take all my clothes off and put them in a bag. Because once you they admit you to a certain area that you cannot get out of in the hospital, first of all. And when they admit you to that area, they have you strip of everything because they're not about to have you sneaking out. But what you need to know is, you have to watch what you say. Even though you may feel one way and you may be thinking one way, you got to be careful what you say to these doctors, because if you go in there being all honest and telling how you feel, they're going to use that against you. They're going to they're going to keep your ass there as long as they can, and they're going to run your insurance up until your insurance say, okay, we not paying no more. So the first time I went into the hospital, they tried to get me, are you having thoughts of harming yourself? You know what? I don't want to talk right now. Simple as that. Once I said that, they basically kind of lost hope because I didn't incriminate myself. I didn't tell them how I was really feeling. If I did tell them how I was really feeling, I'd probably be locked up right now, waiting for a judge to let me out because I'm pregnant. And they probably wouldn't want to let me out because I'm pregnant. So you got to be very careful what you say to these doctors. Now, when I went to the doctor the other day, after she said what she said to me when I was in the hospital, but when I got home, that's when it really kind of kicked in. And I sat up there and thought, like, wow, I can't even believe she said that. You know, this doctor actually said, she looked me in she sat on the bed. And this is the crazy thing, y'all. I just keep thinking about this shit over and over again. She sat on the bed, she rubbed my back. She said, do you really feel okay with you discharging yourself out the hospital? And if you need a plate? Oh, if you discharge yourself out the hospital, what she say? Are you okay knowing that you killed your child? I killed my child.
I'll buy you 3 of these tomorrow.
I killed my child. Did she really just say that to me? I couldn't really. I responded off an instinct, and I said, "Lady, when I walked in here, my child was alive, and when I walk out, my child's gonna be alive." And then came to me and say, "Listen, I live a different faith by you. You probably see people die every day because of COVID, but I live a different faith from you. You know." And that's what makes us different. I walk by faith, not by sight. So you can't sit up here and say that my child is going to die. To me, you know what I'm saying, I feel like she wouldn't have never, ever said that to another married, white, Caucasian female my age that was married with kids and a family and a husband. She wouldn't have never said that. Never. But because I'm African American and I'm in this white hospital, is that the thing that they think about African American women, that we want to kill our kids? I mean, I understand that blacks kill blacks. Blacks is the most biggest killers among themselves is blacks. But bitch, when you look on my record, where do you see that I'm a fucking murderer of my kids? You see how quick they can pin some shit on you? And it's so quick, just by one person. One person. And I feel like if I would have responded differently, I would have got a different outcome. But because I responded how I responded, meaning I'm not about to agree with you and saying that I'm killing my kid if I sign these papers and walk out this hospital. Bitch, is you serious? Is you really trying to put them words in my mouth, bitch? I got a 22-year-old son. How you think he became to be a decent-ass young man? Meanwhile, y'all motherfuckers had kids, and these motherfuckers at nighttime running the streets because y'all working all these goddamn hours. Y'all motherfucking kids running, setting shit on fire, breaking in cars and shit. And I got a whole son that I raised as a single parent by myself that's so motherfucking respectable. No record, no confrontation with the law, nothing. And you question my motherhood just because I'm a single black mother that walked into this hospital and I'm not a married white female with a husband and 3 kids at home? It just makes me just see the medical industry, whatever you want to call it, the OBGYN history, the psychiatric history, it's all fucked up. Just like fucking CPS it's all fucked up. Ain't none of these motherfuckers out for your well-being. And they could call me crazy and say all they want to, but I don't even know what to say about that. I just said, you know what, lady, just discharge me so I could go home because I'm tired of laying in this bed and in this room. So they had no choice but to discharge me. So you know, this is nothing. Oh, I've been pissing some people off. Y'all. I've been pissing some people off because I'm sorry if I don't feel how people feel about Trump. I'm not going to agree with everything he do because it's not always right. But he ain't no pushover like Biden. I'm sorry. I got everybody on my page that they a fucking Trump hater. And I can understand why people hate him because I didn't even vote for him. I really did. But over the 4 years of looking at him and observing him, I can't find no reason not to hate him. I mean, because guess what? I have said bad stuff about people. I have pushed it on social media. He's no different from us. Shit, he asshole. I'm an asshole. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I love how white people stick together. I don't give a fuck what goes on. I don't give a fuck what happened. White people is gonna stick together. They not coming apart for nobody. No race, no nothing. They sticking to motherfucking together. You know what I don't like? I don't like Biden. And I don't like them fucking them fucking Democrats. My soul just don't sit right with them. It's just something about them. When I was younger, I had no choice because I didn't really understand. But now that I'm older, I don't like certain groups. And I don't like Democrats. I don't know why. I just don't like them. I don't get a good feeling when it comes to Democrats. I feel like they kind of like the devil. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like they that snake in the Garden of Eden. You know? They might seem like they're there to help you, but they're really just snakes. I don't really care for Democrats. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because I was looking just at a little bit of news today, and they were saying, oh, well, people was pissed. They say, if you got these names of these people that stormed the Capitol, why not go after them? Why are y'all trying to come after Trump? And it was then where a light bulb went off. Ding. And I said, I see everybody on here talking about how these people stormed the motherfucking not the White House. They stormed the motherfucking Capitol in Lansing, Michigan. White people now storm the Capitol in Lansing, Michigan. And what was it? One person, two people got killed. But now they want to impeach Trump and they want to do this and they want to do that. But one governor of Michigan decided to give the city of Flint contaminated water and kill and affect thousands of kids, elderly, and adults. And nobody has said a goddamn thing. This motherfucker ain't even served a day in jail. The people around him that was responsible never served a day in jail. And we talking about people that have died from this. It was 4 people. 4. I don't even think it was more than 4 that had died in that. We talking about thousands. That wasn't Trump's decision for them people to storm in there. That was their decision. They was on a revolution. This was Governor Snyder's choice. He had to give approval to give these people infected water that was full of lead and whatever the fuck that was in it. He made that choice after discussing it with a bunch of other rich politicians. And you know what they said? We're politicians. It will be crazy for Governor Snyder to have to serve any type of jail time for what was committed. It would be against politicians' rules. That's exactly what they said, y'all. And I was like, wow. Basically, like the motherfucking slavery days when our lives wasn't shit. Oh, just go out there and lynch that nigger. You know, we want shit. Sick the dogs after them. Let the dogs eat them up. You know what I'm saying? They did some horrible, despicable shit to us. And then for them to say that he shouldn't serve any jail time because it's just the politicians' rules. It goes against everything as being a politician to make him pay for killing all them thousand people. And nobody's saying shit about this. Everybody want to talk about the Capitol and Trump. Why weren't people acting a fool when all this shit happened? You know why? Because it happened to black people. And black people don't stick together. Hell, they even had black people that was on board with motherfucking giving the other sick people in Flint the water. It was black people that had made decisions behind that. We don't stick together. Not at all. We don't stick together. And that's why our motherfucking race is so fucked up right now. Because we don't stick together. And it's going to be people that disagree with me. And you know what? If you disagree with me, I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping at all. Everybody got the right to how they feel. I understand people think so much differently from me. I don't know why my brain has to think on the opposite side of whatever the thing is, but I cannot think how other people think. My brain just won't let me. I get criticized, talked about, hated on, cussed out, blocked, whatever you could think of. I get it all. But I don't think there is no one that can move me on my thoughts and feelings. You can argue with me till you black and blue. I will not be budged or moved on how I feel. You know, I think it's certain warriors on this earth, and we're tested by simple stuff, to see if you can see something clearly, something so clearly that's people can't really see. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have a clue. They're blind. And these warriors, they can't be in warrior form. I don't know if this is making any sense to y'all, but they can't be in warrior form because I don't really think that, how can I put it, the earth would accept them the way they were. The earth is always about I wish this could come out clearly. The earth is always about looks and what's the word I'm looking for? The earth is always about looks and how we view things, you know what I'm saying? So if you were a warrior, you wouldn't see a warrior as a single mom who was sick and she was on aid, and I'm just making some stuff up, and she had 3 kids. You wouldn't see that as a warrior. You know what I'm saying? You would see a warrior as somebody in a national army and they got this much training, and that's what you would see as a warrior. You wouldn't see basic people as warriors. And I think it's so many hidden people on this earth that is not in the looks of this big top person. It's a simple person that's been through life problems, that's been through life changes, that's regular, you know what I'm saying? And you will never detect it. And I think those are the special people on this earth. Not the ones that we think are special, but the ones that we don't notice. And I think our higher power had to put it that way. Even they had to pick out and distinguish who they were. They didn't always discover that they was that. It took time to look within themselves and be like, you know what? I've always been different, you know? I ain't never been the same like everybody else. You may have experienced some horrible deaths. You may have seen some things that was not normal, or what's the word I'm looking for? Natural. You may have seen, I don't know how to, the words is in my head, but it's not coming out my mouth. The point is, what we were taught to look for on this earth is probably not what really is. Or I don't know how to put that either. We look for this certain experience, or we look for this certain quality or role model, and deep down I think that's not it. I think it's something different. Want to say happy birthday to Emmanuel, because today is his birthday. Unfortunately, we were not able to really be around each other because I'm already stressed out. I really am. I'm like, if we're not getting along, what's the purpose of sitting around each other? What is? Like, why are we just sitting around each other? It's no purpose. You know, go out and enjoy yourself. Go enjoy your birthday. We don't have to be around each other 24/7. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't think, I don't even really like speaking on our situation because it's still new. You know, it's a lot to learn and make choices and decisions on, and it's just the beginning right now. So, not really gonna say. I think like when two people is just like get to a point where they frustrated, I think they should take a time out. You know what I'm saying? Get air from each other. Cause what's the purpose of just sitting up under each other, just pissing each other off or irritating? There's no purpose, you know. Go get you air. Go, go. Do what you gotta do. No purpose of sitting up. I see me sitting up under you and you sitting up under me. I'm good. I'm straight. I don't really think men understand how hard it is for some women to carry children. They think, you know what I'm saying, just because their lives hasn't changed, that our lives hasn't changed either just because we're pregnant and the baby is inside our stomach. But that's not true. We got to deal with carrying this baby around 24/7. When the baby get hungry, we get hungry. Whatever goes on with the baby happens to us. Like, I don't think men really take their mind into the depth of what we pregnant women really have to go through, for far as our hormones, our mental stability, down to our physical ability. I used to be a very active person, but this pregnancy has like really hindered me to where I can't do a lot of stuff because I'm out of breath. Even talking, I'm out of breath. If I sit somewhere or do something, I'm getting sick and nauseous. It's no fun sitting somewhere having a nauseous feeling. Then I gotta pee every 10 minutes. Like, I don't even have to push no more. Baby just sit on top and push the pee out. I don't think I got a crook in my neck every day because I can't even sleep in certain positions because I got to make sure my stomach gets supported. It's just absolutely horrible. The pregnancy is not horrible. Just the changes that we have to go through from 9 months. Some women like it. I don't, because I feel like I'm an older mom and mine is a lot rougher. So it's very hard. And I don't think men really put themselves in our shoes to understand what we're really going through mentally and physically. Not only do we have to deal with it for 9 months, then we have to deal with the preparation of having it. Whether we're going to do a vaginal delivery, which is very painful, or whether we're going to do a C-section, which is not painful, but afterwards it is, but it's a long healing process. You got to prepare your mind for that because you won't be well at least for 8 weeks from a C-section. That's something you have to mentally prepare for. And on top of all the other stuff that we have to mentally prepare for, the preparations of a baby being here, diapers, wipes. Y'all know how much money I done spent already? Well over close to $3,000. Probably more than that. I'll probably say maybe 4 or 5. I spent a lot of money. To the enough where I got, I'm going to say, 8,000 wipes. 8,000 wipes, y'all. I got 3 boxes of each diapers, all the way up to size 3. And I'm talking about Pampers Swallers, nothing else. Y'all know Pampers Swallers are expensive. Just one pack is $40. The mega pack. Not the little bitty bullshit pack. The mega pack. What we gotta do to prepare, especially if we're doing it by ourselves. And I'm sorry, I just can't depend on nobody because at the end of the day, I don't want to be waiting and be like, oh, did you get this? And depending on somebody else makes me independent. And then when I'm looking for somebody else to do a job and it don't get done, I'm stuck with trying to get it done because I depended on somebody else. Why? Just if you want something done, do it yourself. That's the way I've always been in life. I have never been the type of person to depend on people. I'm not saying like I need help with like taking out the trash and shit like that. Hell yeah. But stuff like that I know I can do and take care of, no, I'm good. So y'all, I'm about to go pop some medicine because I've been trying to avoid it. I've been feeling nauseous all day. Didn't want to take no nauseous medicine, but I'm going to take it because I'm feeling horrible. I've been itching like crazy. So I'm about to go take some medicine and sit on the couch and watch a movie. Maybe I can feel better. And I'll be seeing y'all on another day.